Seriously, you guys have got to stop talking about the Win OG on my channel. I'm telling you, they're watching. Please stop doing that. I popped the crystal summon, like one summon. Rest in pieces, man. Rest in peace, my luck for 2015. Oh my god. Sup guys, YDCB here with some more random chatter. Well, I was just farming dragons and I just thought, you know, why not just talk a little bit to you guys? Well, you know how it is. Whenever I say let's let's chat for a little bit, somehow I can say let's talk for half an hour and then it goes on and on and on. I don't know when to stop. So anyway, I got this message on Reddit. Like someone inboxed me on Reddit. I don't normally check my inbox, but if like if you need to reach out to me, you can just post it on my YouTube, Facebook, or Reddit under the thread that the video is. Unless it's like something personal, in this case, which it was, then okay, then you can message me, but I might not respond immediately because I don't check it every day. So anyway, this person, I will not mention names, obviously. So he said he had this friend who, this is a personal problem. So he had this friend who constantly would, you know, text him or call him every once a month, once in 2 months to borrow money from him, and he was like, it was taking a toll on him. Like he's starting to get really, you know, irritated at this, and he doesn't really know how to deal with the situation. Well, this is my advice. Like what's that saying? Like give a man a fish and he will be full for a day. Right? Teach a man how to fish and you don't have to hear from him ever. Right? So the next time he texts you and will ask you, you know, can you just lend me like 50, 100, it's not a big sum of money, it's like a couple, like maybe less than $100 or something like that each time, but it adds up, right? So next time he texts you for money and like say, can you just, you know, help me get through this month or something, don't do it. Don't lend him the money. Like talk to him, like question him, give him a counseling session for 1 hour. Like ask him, what's going on, man? Why you keep running out of money? Are you spending your money correctly or things like that? Like make this person feel that he has to work for the money even. Then he will stop trying to ask you for money. Like, I mean, we are human beings. We have our passive skill, common sense, right? We can tell if this reason for money, for a loan, is a legit reason. What's a legit reason? A legit reason is something that is like of an emergency, like life and death. Like he needs this money because his, touch wood, let's say his relative or his parents, his brother or sister has like met with an accident, needs money for the operation, whatever, for surgery. That's an emergency. Not having enough money at the end of the month means something is seriously wrong with his spending habits. A lot of people like to spend more than they earn, and they have to fix it. They have to fix this problem from the root, and not by trying to cover, you know, 10 bottles with 9 caps. It doesn't work. So the next time someone wants you to, you know, ask you for a loan, don't just, you know, lend him the money because he's your friend. Because let me tell you something, you give that man a fish today, every time he's hungry, he's gonna find you for fish. Okay? So don't be the guy who keeps giving people fish. It's not gonna be good for you. It's not. And also, like money between friends, like I never loan my friends any money. If he needs the money for an emergency, sure. If it's a small amount, I won't even ask for it back. I'll just give it to him, and I won't say that it's a loan. I'll just give him the money. Because why? Because money is something. It's a very touchy subject, right? It can break friends apart. It can just break relationships, because let's say, for example, your friend borrows like a small amount of money from you. Maybe it's a small amount to him. Maybe he borrows $200 from you. It's not a big amount of money, but it's not like an extremely small amount of money either, right? But maybe you remember it. Maybe it's a significant amount of money to you, and you lend him like a couple $100 and he forgets about it. Okay? Maybe unintentionally he forgets about it. But you remember it, and then he forgets about it, and this goes on, and then you know, this, like, you bear a grudge against him for not returning the money, and then this could cause you to drift apart as friends or whatever, right? So it's best not to have any sort of like monetary things going on in between friends. It's even better not, it's even more advisable not to do business, not to have or start a business with friends, because a lot of times different opinions can cause rifts between your friendship. Okay? Now, on the topic of awkward situations, have you ever been caught? Have you ever been caught, busted by your dad, mom, or family while jacking off the porn? This may not apply to everyone, but let's say the day comes when such shit happens to you, you are well prepared, because here's what I'm gonna tell you how to handle this situation. Okay? Because this shit happened to me. Now, not recently, of course. This happened to me like in high school, where if you as you would term it, in high school, where I was like, I think around the age of 13, 14 or 15, I can't remember exactly when. But back then, there were no computers. Oh my god, I'm fucking old, right? Or there were computers, but it was like your house probably had one computer and it wasn't in your room, that type of thing, that type of situation. So, and computers were used mainly for work back then. So anyway, I had a TV in my room. Okay, I had a TV in my room. A TV, a television is like a black box. Oh, what am I doing? You know what a television is. You probably have one as well. Anyway, I had a TV in my room, and like this, my friend, like friends, man, they do the shittiest things. Like my friend, like slipped a DVD into my textbook, and like, and then he told me, hey, check your book, you know, for notes when you go back. And open this book, and then there was this DVD, and this DVD had no pictures on it. It was like a, there was no casing. It's just the disc itself, you know. So I was like, what's this? But at the back of my head, I knew that this was porn. Alright, so at this time today, or not today, on that day, my dad wasn't working. He was like, I think he was his day off or something. So he was like sleeping in his room, and I was in my room, and I closed the door. I fucking forgot to lock the doors. So anyway, first off, prevention is better than cure. Lock the doors, okay? So I didn't lock the door. I got the disc in, I got the DVD in, you know, everything was going. I started getting my mojo going. My pants was down. Things were getting hot, right? Hand on dick. Okay, hand on dick. It's about that time in that porno movie. My dad opens the door. He opens the door. I think he was gonna say something that you want to go out grab lunch, or you want me to get something back for you for lunch, or something like that, along the lines of that. Okay, he didn't say anything. He opened the door. He got a grasp of the situation, a clear idea of what was going on, and then he closed the door. That brief 2 seconds was the longest 2 seconds of my life. He closed the door. He closed the door, and then I was there. I was like, you know, it's like in a video game where you hit the pause button and you don't know what's going on. Like you hit the pause. Like I was there, dick in hand. My dick was limp already by this time. You just lose your mojo when things like this happen. You don't have the mood. The blood travels from your dick to your head, and you lose sensation in the lower part of your body when this type of thing happens. So I was like right there, and it's like my eyes were fixated on the space between the TV and the door that was closed already. And I was like, oh my god, what the fuck do I do now? Oh shit, what should I say? And it's like, oh, I cleaned up. I mean, I didn't finish, but you know, the pre thingy that comes out, right? And so I cleaned up. I got my pants back on, and I turned off the TV, got DVD out, put it back in my textbook. Motherfucking friend got me into the shit. And then I was like walking up and down my room. Oh my god, what should I say? What should I say? How should I get myself out of this? And trust me, you don't want to talk about it, because no one wants to talk about it. Your dad, your mom, whoever catches you doing this does not want to talk about it. Don't try. Don't even try. I was like, but I of course, I'm telling you this because this is from experience. So I was like, okay, I'll just try not to talk. When I went out of my room, I went to the hall. My dad was in the hall. He was reading his newspapers. It wasn't the usual type of reading he was doing. It was like, normally he puts the newspapers on his lap, but now he's having the newspapers in the air. Yeah, people still read newspapers over here. He had the newspapers wide open in front of his face, like, blocking any vision. He didn't want to see anything. I didn't want to see anything either. Anyway, so I went up to him, like I sat down on the couch opposite, and I was like, this science project. I don't know why the word science project. What the fuck? And he was like, before I could go on, he was like, don't do it too often. These 4 words, don't do it too often. I was like, alright, screw it. I'm not trying to talk my way out of this. I was like, okay. Just say okay. And then I was like, I'm going out for lunch. and just leave it as it is, and things will just tide over, and this will be never spoken of ever again in the family. So don't try to explain why or anything. Just leave it as it is. No one really wants to talk about it. No one ever wants to talk about it. Okay? Oh, on to the topic of porn and things. So let me tell you a little bit. Let me tell you a story about my travels, right? So I told you last video and the video before, the chat video, of course, that I was a sailor before, and when I was sailing, I've been to many Asian countries, and one of the places I've been to was Taiwan. And I've been there like a few times, and for a period of about 2-3 weeks each time, for for rest and recreation, as we call it, R&R. So this time, I think it was 5-6 years ago, the last time that I was there. So there was this election going on in Taiwan, and they elected a new like mayor, a new minister, a new leader, president for their country to lead the country. And this guy that got elected, this motherfucking asshole, he got elected, and he declared, from today onwards, there will be no hooker, no prostitution, no red light district, no pay sex in Taiwan. From today onwards, he said, I will be stopping all, such activities in Taiwan. And we just arrived in Taiwan. I mean, seriously, we were like, I don't know how many days at sea, and it was, like I said in the last video, it's all guys on the ship. No what? No way. Okay, like I have this buddy. Okay, let's just refer to him as my buddy. It's actually my batch boy. They give us this term, batch boy. Not because we're fucking each other. No, it's because we graduated from the same batch of recruits, right? same batch of what's that word? Cadets, right? So we are batch boys, and then we got posted to the same ship, and then we got promoted together and things like that. And so we are from the same batch, and thus the word batch boys. Batch boys, okay? Not anything, doesn't imply anything, any sexual activity, okay? So anyway, me and my buddy, every place we go to, every country we go to, we have this mission that we have this quest that we're given, that we have, not we're given, that we have this mission to plant our flag, in every country that we go to plant, to spread our seeds of love, right? So let me give you the backstory of Taiwan first. If you haven't been to Taiwan, Taiwan is a place where seemingly the girl to boy ratio is like 999 to 1. I don't know if it's just me and my selective eyesight that I don't see any guys, but it just seems that there are girls every fucking where, all over the place, and they're all like 90% of them are like really hot. It's like the government in Taiwan is aware of that. It's like they know that we have many hot girls here, and we believe that sex sells. Not in the literal way, but in every other way. Like you go to a shopping center and you see like every sales girl is just like they all look the same. I mean, this is not racist, they all look the same type of hot. And they're so, the one thing about Taiwan and why I like going back to Taiwan is that the ladies there are so friendly, they're so hospitable. They firmly believe in hospitality and being passionate. They're so friendly, so welcoming. It's just so fun, And let me tell you one thing. Like if you're watching this video, it means you understand English. It means you speak English. If not, you won't be watching this video especially to this point in the video where it's I think 15 minutes in. I don't know. But if you're watching until here, you know English, you speak English, you go to Taiwan, you're fucking Hollywood superstar. But I swear, like the only English words to speak there, the only English words to speak is like thank you. That's how they say thank you. Like thank you very much. You speak English, you're fucking Brad Pitt. No, not literally, no, not in a gay way that you are fucking him. No, if you speak English, you're like a superstar. I'm telling you, it's true. It's fucking true. If you haven't been there, you better go there. Try not to go there with your girlfriend or wife. I'm not encouraging. I'm not encouraging adultery. No, but if you're single, you should go there. And see for yourself. You speak English, you'll be really popular. You'll be like really, I don't know, you just find that there's so many girls around you. Okay? And like they have like I told you, sex really sells there. They have like you could go to play pool, billiards, snooker, however you want to call it, whichever country you're from. You play pool. They have these places that have many pool tables, and when you go in and you say you want a pool table to play some pool, they will assign a girl to your table and play pool with you. Even if you are with a friend, they will assign a girl there and she will join in and play with you. If she doesn't play with you, she will just be there to talk with you. It's not like you can fuck her. No, it's not those type of service. But she's just there to accompany you, talk with you, and they're really fun to talk with. And you can actually ask them out or things like that, and they are pretty obliging. Like what I said, like I don't know, like foreigners are pretty popular there because maybe there's just too few guys there, too few male people there. I don't know, I haven't seen much of them. So anyway, like I said, like they're like girls that play pool with you, and they're really good at it. By the way, it's not just for show. They fucking represent their state or something and play in tournaments and competitions, and they're really good. Some of them are even, most of them, I would say, are even better than me. And I think I'm pretty good at the game. I think I'm pretty good at that time. Don't judge me now. Anyway, So me and my friend were like, what? No, 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 no more. You know, because previously when we went to Taiwan, we went to Kaohsiung. This place called Kaohsiung. It's pronounced Kaohsiung in Chinese. I think the literal translation is like a very tall bear. In English, I guess you can say cow as in cow. You know, the cow that gives you milk, and xiong as in xiong. There's no English version of it. Anyway, Kaohsiung, right? This place in Taiwan where we will always go, and it's like a sort of like not so developed place, but there's still a big city and things like that. So anyway, we were like, what? No, red light district, this can't be possible. We decided, like, because previously when we went there, it was really liberal and open, and you could find such services anywhere that you wanted to. You can just hop into a cab, a taxi. You can tell him, hey, bring me for some, you know, and you know, you make a sound like that, or you can say like chicky chicky or something. You know, universal language, right? Put a finger through your fist. You know, universal language. Everyone understands it. Okay, and the taxi driver will just bring you there. Okay, and now it was not so. We got into a cab. We said we wanted to go for some, you know, or chicky chicky pop pow or whatever you want to say, you know, some kinky things. And the taxi drivers, all the taxi drivers were like telling us they don't speak English. They were saying it's not possible now or something like that. And we were really disappointed. We tried finding, we tried, me and my buddy, we were like on foot. We tried looking high and low for such, you know, for clues of such activity going on, and we couldn't find any. Eventually, on our, I think our second night out, our second day out onto shore, you know, when we leave the ship, we term it as shore leave, and this is like we have like a period of time we can spend on the land, which is like up to about 20 hours or something like that. So anyway, the second day, we didn't give up. There was no way we were giving up, right? Our dick was up in our heads already. There was no way we were giving up. We went further to do further exploration. We took a cab out to the suburbs, right? Like 1 hour cab ride or something like that. And from there, we got off his cab. We took a local cab in that area, like a cab that was in that area. We got into another cab and we asked him for, you know, for places of such fun. And then and then this cab driver, he was like, well, you know, he gave similar answer, like you can't find such things anymore. And I said, come on, you know, I took like, I don't know how much money, it's equivalent to like $10 US or something I gave him. I said, come on, you gotta know more than that or something, you know, you've been driving around. So eventually he brought us to a place. He's like, I can't, he said, around here, you know, this place was pretty big, and he brought us to a less developed area. There were like apartment buildings and some shop houses here and there, and it didn't seem like there would be anything of the sort in this area. Like there were no discos, there were no clubs, and it was like a really quiet place. And then he said, like around this area, you go search for yourself, you should be able to find it. You know, so we got out of the cab, and then we were like, we tried, we couldn't find it. Still, we got some food along the way, and after like 1 or 2 hours of walking, you know, we noticed this shop. It seemed like a massage shop, like in a place for massage. And if you've been around, if you've, you know, played the market or or you know, understand the game, then you know the difference between a legit massage shop and a kinky one. You can tell. That's how it is, you know. You can just, there's just this aura. There's this aura around it, you know, like a 6-star massage shop, you know. There's this aura, like a 6-star monster, right? There's an aura around it. You can tell. This is a good place. And so me and my buddy, we walked in, and a lady greeted us. She was like the boss of the place, the lady boss of the shop. And oh my god, this boss was like a 95 upon 100. That's the score I would give her. It turns out she speaks Taiwanese and Chinese and a little bit of English. Well, just a little bit, like thank you, but she's from Vietnam. So apparently, like, this shop was like a Vietnamese massage shop or something like that. Well, we didn't care. We didn't really care at that time whether the people giving the massage was going to be Taiwanese or Chinese. We didn't care at that point of time. We needed to offload stuff from our bodies, right? So we didn't care. So we were like, okay, sure, hook us up, So she was like, okay, I totally wanted to hook up with the boss of that place, but anyway, she brought us to the second floor, and there was like a long corridor and there were rooms along there, and she just like assigned us, each to a room. And I went to the room. I was like, okay, I surveyed the area, this place, this room. This is definitely a kinky place. Because it's not like, if you go to a legit massage shop, there's gonna be like a feeling of zen, a feeling of peace, and it's gonna be really comfortable, right? It's gonna be really nice. And this place, it was sparse. It had fucking nothing. There was nothing in the room. Just a place to hang your clothes and a bed, a massage bed in the center, and nothing else. No massage oils, scented candles, no, nothing else. You knew this was the shit. You knew this was like, this is basically when you go in and you see something like that. This is basically lightning on a mystical scroll. This is the lightning on a mystical scroll. Just like, oh shit, something's gonna happen, So anyway, there was a knock on my door. I opened it. It was my buddy, false alarm, right? Fucking Gollum. So it was my buddy who's like, hey, I need to go take a shit. I was like, what the fuck? Why you tell me you need to go take a shit? If you need to go take a shit, go take a shit. So it's like, yeah, just tell the girl to go into that room. He pointed to his room. If I'm still taking a shit. I was like, okay, sure. So he went to take a shit at the end of the corridor. He closed the toilet door, and in the next couple of seconds, like, two girls walked up the stairs to the second floor, and I immediately identified. One of them was hot, the other was not. so I was like, hey you, I pointed to the not hot one, like pretty chunky as well. I said, hey you go to that room. My friend, my buddy, taking a shit, he comes soon. Or something like that. So anyway, so I directed the ugly chick to his room, and I got the hot one. And she came inside and she was like, take off your clothes. And when a massage girl comes into your room and she says, take off your clothes, and she doesn't give you any like sort of boxer shorts or underwear or something like that, and she's still standing there while you're taking off your clothes, this is a confirmed net 5. Okay, this is the net 5 from the lightning. This is confirmed. No question about it. This is going to be happy ending. Okay, as you would call it in every other country. This is, oh shit, I went into Four Guys. Shit. Never mind. This is going. Have I been doing this with Four Guys? I haven't even been watching. Anyway, this is gonna be happy ending. So, went in, got my clothes off, lay flat on the bed, and she started working on me, and just when it was gonna be, just when the fun was gonna start, right? We were talking as well in the middle of that, and suddenly, like a huge banging on my door, like boom, 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 like urgent. It was not my buddy. I could tell, because you don't fuck up somebody's fun by doing that. So I was like, this is not right. So I heard them screaming out, like they were shouting like police, police, or something like that. I was like, oh my fucking god! I got everything on in a hurry. I zipped up, got my pants on, put my shoes on, opened the door, ran out, and my buddy was out there. So I was like, holy shit! I think the police is here. And then the lady boss, she saw us and she was like, hey, you two, come. She got us down to the basement. And then she closed the door. There was like a door leading to the basement, and she closed the door and said, if they ask you, if the police ask you what you're doing here, you say you come here to look for friends, okay? And I was like, oh, okay. Like, it should be, like, that's a pretty legit, because like, I could say we know the lady boss and things like that, so it's okay. So, we went down to the basement, and in the basement there was like a big TV there, and there's some drinks, and we helped ourselves to the drinks, like some beer or something, Taiwanese beer. By the way, Taiwanese beer is pretty nice. It's like pretty light, you know? It's like drinking soda. It's fun to drink. It won't get you drunk, but it's good enough. Anyway, so we were there, we were enjoying our beer, and then the same type of loud banging on our door, like boom, 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 and it's like, oh crap, they found us. And then so we went up to open the door, and it was the police, and they were like, you know, saying in Chinese like, get the fuck out of here. Like, they brought us out from the basement to the massage shop lobby, where, and we realized that oh yeah, this is where I saw Taiwanese guys, by the way. So there was this one other Taiwanese guy seated there, and he asked us to sit in a line, like form a line and sit behind him, and then they started, you know, questioning the Taiwanese guy, the local guy, and they didn't like bring him to a room or something. They just openly like interrogated him, like questioned him in Chinese, in sort of the Taiwanese Chinese, which is like different from Chinese. But if you're not from China or Taiwan or Asia, you won't know the difference. It all sounds Chinese to you. So anyway, they started questioning him, and I'm gonna translate. He was like, "What the fuck are you doing here? What the fuck are you?" It wasn't polite, oh sir. May I know what you're doing here? No, it was straight up, "What the fuck are you? What the fuck are you doing here, you piece of shit?" or something like that. Okay, and this guy was like, I swear to God, he was like, "I'm here to look for my friends." Oh my God, he used my story. He used the story that I was supposed to say. He said, "I'm here to look for my friend." I was like, what the fuck? And the police, he was like, "You here to look for your friend?" And the police yanked him out. The police yanked him, just pulled him off the chair and started pounding on him, like beating on him, like we could hear the sound, like fist on bone, you know, fist on 6 feet from me. 6 feet from me, police brutality was real. They were just punching him and just beating him down, like, "You here to look for your friend?" Oh my God, I was gonna say that. And then they took their finger, the police took his finger and rubbed it off the arm of that man, who by the way was in his 40s, and they were showing no respect. They rubbed their finger off his arm, and they was like, "What is this? This is massage oil. You hear? This is massage oil, you know?" And they was like, "You here to look for your friend?" They continued, like, just, the guy was like, he's like just taking the beating, you know, like crouched down, like protecting his belly or something. He just took it, and then they dragged him out of the room, and I think he went back to the station or something like that, where he would be arrested and charged. And then next up, it was my friend who got questioned. You know, the police like pulled him to the side, like, and said, "You, what the fuck are you doing here?" And I swear to God, my friend, my motherfucker, this friend, he was like, I'm here to look for my friend," and he pointed to me, like, oh my God, this fucker, that's so smart. And the police was like, "You here to look for him? Okay, you stand aside." And oh my God, and it was my turn. Then the police asked me, "What am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing here?" And at this time, I was like, I pretended not to understand Chinese. I was like, I don't understand, man. In as good a slang as I could, I said, I don't understand. I'm not from around here. I don't get. Can you? Is English? Do you speak English or something like that? And he was like, he stopped from his usual this Taiwanese Chinese, and he said in simple Chinese, like, "What are you doing here?" And I realized that it was a different tone, because it wasn't like he was talking to that local guy anymore. And so I flashed my passport, and I showed him my my military ID, right? Which, and also the military pass, which had the Taiwanese Navy official logo on this pass. So like, it's like I was part of this Taiwanese Navy, and I tried to explain that I was here on a military visit. And the moment I said that, like, he saw that and he was like, oh, the tone completely changed. The tone completely changed. It was like it was like I was now, oh my god, I died. Okay, it was like I was now a guest. It was like I was now an invited guest of the country, and then he was like, you know, okay, it's fine. And then he was like, you know what this place is? I was like, yeah, it's like a place for massage, right? Is everything okay, you know? I pretended like it's I didn't know what it was. Then he said, don't come here again, this place is dangerous. And then he let us go, and me and my buddy, we went out of the shop, we lit a cigarette, and we're like, oh my god, that was close. And I was like, you motherfucker, you fucking betrayed me. And then it's like, hey man, the guy took a beating, man. And so we were smoking there, and then the police came out of the shop and they left the shop. And me and my buddy, we were like, we looked at each other, and we had the same look in our eyes, and we were like, you know, we already paid for this. So we went back in after the police left, and we finished the job. We spread our seats that day, and it was good. And it was good. So we went back to the ship. It was all fine. And then our colleagues, like our shipmates, were like, "Hey, where you guys went? You look happy. You know, you must have got something." And we gave them the address to go back there to that shop. And we were hoping that they got busted by the police as well. And hopefully they got like the biggest scare of their life, because that was like the first time in my life I've seen police brutality 6 feet from me, and it very well could have been me if I did not have my military pass with me. So the next day, like, we knew where this shit was going down, we knew where to find the fun. So we went back to the same district, and this time we went to the different shop. We got a taxi. This taxi was like, the cab driver brought us to this shop, and he said, I know where he brought us exactly to this place. And then it was a shop selling clothes, you know, clothing like gear and stuff like that. And then he opened the door for us. We went in. It was glass door. It was like a legit shop selling clothes. And he gave a signal to the sales girl at the counter. And we went in, and the sales girl was like, "Come follow me." And then we followed her into and she brought us to the changing room, the dressing room, you know, where you try out clothes. Brought us to that room, and she closed the door with the 3 of us inside. And she opened the mirror. The fucking mirror was a trap door. She opened the mirror, and then it was like, it led to a corridor which was up to the 2nd floor. It was amazing. It blew my mind. It blew my mind that you had to go through such difficulty to have some fun. So we got to the 2nd floor, and it was like the same thing. Okay, it was like the same deal as the previous shop that it was in, except it was much safer. But even then, I made sure to ask the person there. I was like, hey, you know, where's the escape door? Like, if the police come, where should I go? Where should I run? You know, it's like he showed me where it is and how do we escape. And I said, I want the room next to the escape door, just in case. So anyway, there was no police, and it was all good. But it was really an experience, because it was like, I mean, a trap door from a mirror, from a legit looking shop that sells clothes. Amazing, right? Fucking blew my mind. So anyway, these are my memories from Taiwan, and really what I remember is that the girls there are just amazing, so pretty. I'm telling you, even the girl, like, you know, in Taiwan, when you order like lunch or dinner, like because we're on the ship, and sometimes we're like, you know, our cook is like our chef, our cook on the ship is like, he cooks dinner and it tastes like shit, right? And we're like, Jesus Christ, you fucker, you like, did you spit in there or something? It like had no taste. Did you run out of fucking salt? Anyway, we'll order like food from the from the land, and then how they deliver the food is that this cute girl will be riding a little motorcycle, a little scooter, and she would like deliver the food to us. And even the delivery girl is like so cute. It's amazing. Taiwan is amazing. If you have not been to Taiwan, I hope that you go there and have fun and experience it. As a single guy, of course, not as a married person. I don't want to encourage adultery or anything of the sort. I'm already probably going to hell. I don't want to like go deeper in. I still have a shot. I still have a shot of not going to hell. So anyway, this is my story of Taiwan, and this is my story for today. I'm gonna leave you here with this cover song I found on YouTube. I'm gonna put a link down below in the descriptions. Anyway, it's of one of my favorite songs. It's this song by Adam Levine, which is Lost Stars. I'm not sure if you heard it, but it's really nice, and it has a lot of meaning to it as well. And it's a cover version done by this girl in Thailand. I don't know why, but this song is pretty popular in Thailand. A lot of people do covers, but this is one of my favorite ones because it's so simple, and I like simple things. It's what I like in girls as well. I don't like complicated things in girls. Like some girls like to do manicure and pedicure. Who gives a fuck about manicure and pedicure? Right? Who gives a shit about manicure and pedicure? No one cares about the color of your toenails. Okay? So anyway, simple is good. I like simple. So I'm gonna stop here for today. I don't know how long it's been. It's probably been about half an hour. I'll see you guys next time. Please enjoy. Bye.
Please don't see just a girl caught up in dreams and fantasies. Please see me reaching out for someone I can't see. Take my hand, let's see where we wake up tomorrow. Best laid plans, sometimes it's just a one night stand. I'll be damned, Cupid's demanding back his arrow. So let's get drunk on our tears, and God tell us the reason youth is wasted on the young. It's hunting season and the lambs are on the run, searching for meaning. But are we all lost stars? Try to light up the dark. Who are we? Just a speck of dust within the galaxy. Woe is me if we're not careful, turns into reality. Don't you dare let our best memories bring you sorrow. Yesterday I saw a lion kiss a deer. Turn the page, maybe we'll find a brand new ending, where we'll dance, sing in our tears, and God tell us the reason youth is wasted on the young. It's hunting season and the lambs are on the run, searching for meaning. But are we all lost stars? Try to light up the dark. I thought I saw you out there. crying. I thought I heard you call my name. I thought I heard you out there crying, just the same. Hey, and God gave us the reason. Youth is wasted on the young. It's hunting season, and this land is on the run, searching for meaning. But are we all lost stars? Try to light up the dark. But are we all lost stars? Try to light